Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Living in Green Bay. I am your host, Andrew Geiwitz, and your local real estate agent here in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. Thanks so much for watching. Today, we are going to go for a loop around Green Bay. And this is going to help you understand just how the main highway works around the city. And we're going to talk about what things are kind of at each exit along the way and help you get an idea of just the general layout of the highway circle around Green Bay, so you know where to go and kind of what your emergency backup is. If you get lost somewhere, you can always get back to the highway, and that'll help you get where you need to go in the Green Bay area. So let's go for a drive. So as we get going today, here's a few of the main facts that will help you kind of understand this highway loop better. So the loop itself consists of Highway 41, Highway 43, and 172. So if you're getting on the highway loop somewhere from inside Green Bay or just on the outside of that loop, it may come up as 43, 41, or 172. They all kind of blend together to make that loop. The loop itself has 13 exits that go into Green Bay or exit on both sides, going to the outside of that loop or inside. So, like I said in the opening, this loop is a really great kind of bearing for where you are in the city. And if you get lost, I kind of call it like the emergency out, where, if you're on one of the main roads going through the city, it'll give you a way to get back on the highway and kind of reorient yourself if you're new to the area or you're not confident driving in the area. We're just about to go over the Big Blue Bridge. That'll help you get an idea of where we're starting, and we'll talk about the different exits as they come up. I love driving over the Big Blue Bridge because of the view. So you get a really cool view of the Bay of Green Bay and then also the Fox River where they meet. And it's a really pretty view. You can see downtown, you can see the courthouse with the shiny copper dome on it. You can see Lambeau Field and all sorts of things. So if you were just coming to see Green Bay for a day or something, make sure you go over the high bridge because you can see the city really well and kind of gives you a really good vantage point. Okay, so we just passed our first exit, exit 187, which is onto Webster Avenue. Down there is the Bay Beach Amusement Park, and then also some gas stations. There's a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. Green Bay Packaging is off of that exit, and some other various stuff like McDonald's and Wendy's and some things like that. It's one of the exits closer to the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, and it's a good one, if you want to get off there and then go along the front road by Bay Beach and take a look at the water and stuff. So that's the first exit. And of course, there's road construction. That is arguably Wisconsin's state flower, the road cone. You'll see the orange cones come out about this time every year and then never leave until fall. So our next exit here is exit 185. That's the main exit to get to UW Green Bay. And then if you also take it to the right, it goes to University Avenue, which is one of the main roads that goes through the, what would that be, north side of Green Bay, going east to west, or west to east. So, yep, you can take that exit. There's Festival Foods there. Like I said, the university is off of that exit and just helps you get to kind of some of the stuff on the east side of Green Bay mostly. All right, so we're coming up on our next exit. That's exit 183. This exit is the Mason Street exit on the east side of Green Bay. Right off of this exit are some good places to eat. A Wisconsin tradition, Culver's, is right off this exit. Aurora Baycare Medical Center is off of this exit, as well as some other restaurants and things like that. And it's one of the main exits for the east side of Green Bay here. So if you're looking for the restaurants and other stuff like that on the east side, this is a good exit to take to get to all of that. There's a movie theater off the exit here, though we don't really get to go to movie theaters right now with COVID, but yeah. Okay, so we're coming up to our next exit, which is exit 181. I don't know if you notice a trend here, but yeah, exit 181 onto JJ or Manitowoc Road. This is an exit on the east side of Green Bay that takes you to some of the bigger stores, whether it be Festival Foods, Menards, car dealership, Home Depot. They're kind of all right in here, and this is right on the border of Green Bay and Bellevue. And yeah, an exit that you'd often use if you're on the east side of Green Bay looking to do any home improvement work or whatnot. Both of these exits, 185, 183, they also will pour you out into some residential areas as well. Okay, so now we are making the bend in the road onto 172 and exit 180. And so we are going towards the west side of Green Bay now. And if you keep going and don't take the exit onto 172, you will stay on Highway 43 heading south towards Milwaukee. So if you wanted to go to Milwaukee, 43 south is a nice drive to go down that way. Well, guys, we're back on the road here. I had to pull off because one of my cameras died, which is annoying. But conveniently, it was on the next exit, which is County Road GV. And this is a really loaded exit. So if you take this, you can get to Ledgeview or Bellevue. And it also includes things like Target, Starbucks, Costco, and some other really, nice spots to eat and stop in the area, another grocery store, and Quick Trip, and a bunch of other stuff. So GV, County Road GV exit is a pretty popular exit, and one you'll probably find yourself taking if you're in the Green Bay area. Okay, so we're getting to our next exit here. Like I said, we're on 172, and this is an area where you just need to be careful as far as speed goes, because the other areas of the highways are 70 or 65, whereas this area turns into 55 miles an hour, and it's very easy to accidentally be going faster than you should on this road. So just be aware of that. So this is the Webster Avenue, Riverside Drive exit coming up. The prison is on this exit. You also can get to De Pere or Astor Park in Green Bay, that area. It's right before going over the Fox River again, and so if you get off on this exit, you can get onto some Riverside Drive area there and kind of get another view of the river. And this is going to be one of your main exits going into De Pere. So we're crossing the next bridge over the Fox River, and this is the one you can see down the river more into De Pere, and then also see things like the National Railroad Museum and Lambeau Field from this bridge. So it's another, pretty place to drive across just to get some good views and see the Green Bay area a little bit better. Our next exit is coming up as well, and this is one of the arena exits to get to Lambeau Field and the Resch Center and the new County Expo Center. So this is the exit to Oneida Street and Ashland Avenue. Ashland is a very main road that cuts through Green Bay, and Oneida Street is as well. So if you take this exit, it's going to bring you down to kind of a major shopping area in the Green Bay area. Hobby Lobby, Dick's Sporting Goods, movie theaters, the mall, lots of things. Aldi, for those people who like Aldi. There's a lot of things off of that exit, so it's going to be one that you'll definitely use a lot in the Green Bay area. Okay, so we're coming up to our next bend in the road, and this is where 172 transitions into 41. So like I said, we have 41, 43, and 172. So now we are going around the bend and onto 41. This road was redone not too long ago and is really set up well now to get traffic in and out, and it's going to be probably your main highway in Green Bay and out of Green Bay for anyone on the west side of Green Bay. So our next exit is exit 167 onto Lombardi Avenue. If you know anything about the Packers or anything, Lombardi is a very important name, and as you might guess, Lombardi Avenue does take you to Lambeau Field. Also off of that exit is Cabela's, which is another favorite of mine, and then a bunch of residential area, the Titletown district, which is continuing to grow and includes restaurants and fun, event type things, as well as I think they're adding housing in here pretty soon as well. So really big exit, Lombardi Avenue in Green Bay, and yeah, your main one if you're going to a Packer game. You'll get a lot of traffic on game days, and so if you're going to go to a game and you want to take Lombardi Avenue, good luck. There are some other sneaky ways of getting closer to the stadium, but that's the main one. For those of you guys who are wondering, I did put the loop into Google Maps to see what they timed it out as, and it came out to be about 22 minutes if you did the full loop continuously. So not a huge loop in terms of maybe like a massive larger city and what that would be like, but 22 minutes can get you basically around the city completely on the loop. So that's a helpful thing as far as timing it out and knowing where you're going. That's the great thing about Green Bay, is you can get just about anywhere in a pretty reasonable amount of time if you hop on the highway. Okay, so we're getting up to our next exit here. That's 168, and that's Mason Street, and the next one after that will be Shawano Avenue. So Mason Street is another main road that goes through Green Bay, and off of this exit you've got Walmart, Home Depot, there's some other restaurants, stuff like that. It's a main exit that you'll take if you are on the west side of Green Bay. Festival Foods is over here. There's appliance stores. You take this exit and you can end up in the Oneida Nation areas pretty quick after that. So another popular exit and a main one off of the highway for you on the west side of Green Bay. So there's two more exits that are here, 168 B and C. So I forgot that they broke those up into different letters. So you have 168A, which I was just talking about, 168B and C, which B takes you out of town and C takes you onto Shawano Avenue, which is right next to the Meijer. There's also a Fleet Farm over here, Woodman's, which is a really great grocery store, and a lot of the other stuff on the west side of Green Bay is off of Shawano Avenue, and that'll take you over into Howard as well. So pretty important exit. It's a little challenging to get off on that one because you have to stay over in the right lane, go through kind of like a merging area, and then you'll end up on that Shawano exit. So if you stay on just the highway portion on the left, you could actually go right by it and miss the exit. All right, so here's another one of those A and B exit things. I'm learning that as I go. I never had thought about that before, but so this is exit 170, which is going to complete our loop and bring us back to Highway 43 towards Milwaukee. And exit 170A is Velp Avenue, which is another main road that goes through Green Bay on the west side. And off of this exit, you've got the Harley-Davidson dealer. You've got some different restaurants. This one, primarily, in my opinion, is one that takes you kind of mostly into residential, but there are businesses along Velp Avenue as well, so I just don't know the names of all of them off the top of my head. The other part of this 170 A and B exit is what we're on, which is going to just continue us on the loop and take us to 43 towards Milwaukee. They redid this some years ago and really made it more efficient than it was prior to that, and really helps us loop through the highway system in Green Bay really well. So that is the highway loop in Green Bay with its different exits. So 41 will have other alternative exits if you're not on the loop, if you're going farther south or farther north, as will 43, go figure there. Our last exit is coming up here, and that's exit 189. That takes us onto Atkinson Drive, and then if you go right, which you probably will because there's really nothing to the left other than water and some maybe industrial stuff. Side note, this exit has a gas station off of it that serves swirl ice cream, color swirl ice cream, which I know some people like my wife really love, and you can't get that everywhere. So the Shell station off of exit 189 has color swirl ice cream, which is pretty cool. Okay guys, well thanks for watching this video talking about the highway loop system in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I hope that it helps you understand and feel a little more comfortable with how you could travel around Green Bay very easily. You can cut through the city at different points on other roads, but this loop is really a kind of easy method of moving around Green Bay. What I'd love to know from you guys is, what is your favorite exit to get off of the highway in Green Bay? I'm guessing a lot of people might say Lombardi because of the Packers, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure to leave that in the comments below. If you wouldn't mind as well giving this video a like and also subscribing to the channel and hitting that little bell to get alerts, that would be awesome, because we'd love to keep you updated on all things living in Green Bay, especially as videos come out. That way you get notified and can continue to follow along.